Hello, everybody. This is the Wednesday, January 19th. This is the equity review for Market Truth. We had a decent down day today. So, what I want to do is I want to go over some of the tickers that I'm looking at. I've got about 40 or 50 stocks basically on my watch list. These are all stocks that are pretty much near all time highs or 52-week highs or multi year highs. What I like to do on a day like today is I like to go in and I like to look specifically for stocks that did not take out their weekly volatility level. So this first one we're looking at here is Wynn Resorts. This has been a stock that's been strong for a while. You notice the upper left-hand panel. We went through the monthly volatility level. That generated a buy signal around 113. You'll notice the upper right panel. We have the same problem that we've had in a lot of issues where they're failing, which is very normal to do the first couple times up there. But you'll notice in the lower left on the weekly, we did not make we did not generate a weekly sell signal. A lot of stocks got decimated today, generated weekly sell signals, um, but some did not. And I'm going to show you about five or six that didn't. This is one of them. If you go over into the lower right hand panel here, these are the intraday levels. And it didn't even generate a sell signal on an intraday basis, which was amazing. So this stock, Wynn Resorts, really uh, held up really well today. Let's look at another one. Netflix. I talked about Netflix yesterday. Um, Still hanging around that monthly high volatility level. Still above it, actually. The upper right hand panel, same problem. We got that level we got to take out at 201.50. The lower left is the weekly. We failed at the weekly at 195, but we didn't take out the weekly on the downside. Again, this is a stock. It's a high beta stock. When the market's getting killed like it did today, you would think this stock's going to be down 10, $15, and no, I mean it didn't even take out the weekly level. The lower right hand panel, the intraday, it did take out the intraday, but barely. And by the end of the day, it actually closed right at it. So this is, watch these tickers. I mean, this thing should have gotten killed today, and it didn't. Let's look at another one, OXY, Occidental Petroleum. This is an energy company. Once again, upper left-hand panel, we bounced off of the monthly. We never broke through the monthly on the upside because the stock's been consolidating for the last month or so. Upper right-hand panel, got a little ways to go. 102.17 is that quarterly level. Lower left-hand panel, the weekly, failed right to the tick. 98.99 versus 98.27 or 98.97, which is the level. So look at that. I mean, that's like 2 pennies off. And it actually didn't even make it back. I mean, didn't even come anywhere close to the low volatility level. That's very, very impressive. The lower right-hand panel on intraday basis, once again, didn't even take that out. Again, you got to watch these stocks, put them on your watch list. Let's look at another one, Panera Bread, restaurant sector, same story. Um, Here it is. Upper left-hand panel is still just trading along that monthly level. Hasn't generated a sell signal yet. And on the weekly, this thing's been going sideways, so it's not necessarily strong. It's not weak. Lower right-hand panel, once again, did not trade through the intraday level, so that's pretty impressive for Panera Bread. Let's look at Open Table. Hot stock in the news. Again, this is one of these tickers that you expect to get clocked on a day like today. Still above the monthly. Upper left-hand panel, that's our monthly. Still above it. Upper right-hand panel, you'll notice it failed almost to the tick on the quarterly. We expect that. Lower left-hand panel, that's the weekly. Once again, did not take it out. Lower right-hand panel, intraday, did get some selling, did take it out on an intraday basis, but pretty much closed right back at that level. So definitely not a bad performance there. Let's look at one more, iSurge. We talked about this one last night. Um, iSurge, once again, still above the monthly, upper left-hand panel. Took that out, generated the buy signal around 278. The upper right-hand panel, that's the quarterly, 291. We're basically right there at the quarterly. The lower left-hand panel, this is our weekly. Failed at the weekly, almost to the tick. But once again, did not take out. I mean, I watch this stuff like a hawk. This is the first thing I do when the market's getting killed. I look at these weekly levels. The only thing I'm interested in are the stocks that are not taking them out. And here's the intraday panel, lower right-hand corner. We did take it out at the end of the day, but I mean, stock held up like a champ all day long. Watch out for earnings. iSurge is coming up in a couple days. All these stocks that have earnings, they're possible gaps.